Hey guys, it's Olga. Welcome to BA Blog. I recently got a new experience preparing for the project discovery related to data migration. This is a pretty specific topic, and as a BA you don't touch it daily unless you're a part of migration stream. So I decided to share my experience with you, highlighting the particularities, focus areas and specific deliverables related to that topic. So if you're interested, welcome on board. And before I go into details, let's quickly refresh the memory on what the data migration is. In two words, the data migration is a process of selecting, preparing, transforming and permanently transferring the data from one system to another. It can be any data of any structure, volume and complexity. For example, the user data, product data or content data. There are multiple reasons for data migration. For example, transition from on-premise to cloud environment or update of existing database with the new data due to merge and acquisition, or simply movement of the data from the legacy to the new system. So coming back to my story, one of our existing clients, the international multi-brand company, turned to us with a quite specific request to conduct the data migration and project cutover of the ongoing e-commerce project. Here, I have to admit that our delivery team was involved in that project for some time. However, they were focused on engineering of particular modules and they had a quite limited understanding of the client's ecosystem and data flows in general. So, to complete the task, we had to conduct the discovery first to get enough input. And my task as a BA was to prepare the discovery agenda and the workshop schedule aligning what topics should be covered, when, in which order and who should participate in the sessions. The challenge was that I started in absolute vacuum, having quite a limited experience with the data migration and no experience with the project cutover before. As you understand, to align the discovery agenda, I had to have a clear vision of what information should be collected from the client. In other words, what input would be valuable for the team to plan and execute the migration and cutover. And to answer these questions, I decided first to talk to delivery managers from other teams who had that experience before. As I found, the data migration is typically the final step before the project cutover, and to execute it properly, the team prepares the migration strategy. In simple words, the migration strategy is a document outlining the migration scope and the migration process itself. In particular, the migration scope covers the data to be migrated, data sources, data volume, structure, complexity, and migration acceptance criteria. Migration process covers migration approach, tools, tasks, roles and responsibilities, backup strategy, associated risks, and related mitigation strategy. Bingo! It was the most valuable input for my discovery agenda, because understanding what is inside of migration strategy, I understood what open questions the agenda should address. So I started to put it together. To get a vision of the migration scope, I clicked through the customer's legacy site. It provided various product and customer-related data. Further, I confirmed with the client which of the data was our migration scope. I broke it into a set of functional workshops. Each workshop covered a specific functional area like customers, product catalog, checkout, and related data. I added the list of detailed topics to each particular session. These topics were basically the open questions clarifying the migration scope, like data volume, data structure, data model, source systems, and related business rules. For example, the product catalog workshop contained the topics like product types and volume, product catalog structure, product data model, product-related content, product visibility and availability logic, product pricing and promotions. In that way, I added to the discovery agenda all the functional workshops covering the migration scope. The next step was to address the questions related to migration process itself. For that purpose, I added several more sessions. Those were the kickoff session aligning the engagement goals, target outcomes and deliverables, key stakeholders, communication, reporting, and tools. The functional overview session was intended to discuss the teams and streams engaged in the migration, their responsibilities, ongoing initiatives touching the solution, migration timelines and milestones, third-party system dependencies, potential blockers, risks, and etc. The technical overview session was all around the solution landscape overview, data sources, migration methods, historical data coverage, data cleanup and deduplication requirements, technical security and legal constraints, and the rollback strategy. That's how I covered all the migration-related topics. Having that input, the team could align the migration strategy and execute it. That's it for today. Thank you for your time and attention. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel to not miss the upcoming videos. Next time I will tell you about the project cutover. I will cover all related deliverables and all specific topics I added to Discovery Agenda to cover it properly. Good luck and see you soon!